Twitch.
Cool. So Lishian beat SZABOLCS in the warm-up, so that's going to give him an initial surge of confidence going into this set. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can start strong.
Well, I put my points on Lishian because I always put my points on the lower seeded player because I love nothing more than an underdog story.
That's good. That's very, very kind of you to always root for the,
Well, I mean, it means if they... What on earth is going on here?
SZABOLCS is dancing. He's obviously in a good...
we got T-spin dancing going on here.
Why not? Let's join in.
That one was for Matt, apparently.
Okay. Lishian was clearly obliged.
300 rotations.
He did 300 rotations. Wow, they've even the stats.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised there was some pretty speedy tapping away.
Yeah. Looked like he just had some Red Bull and
Oh, for revives. Sorry, I know the Twitch chat can't see the Tetrio chat here. But how to get a super quick rotations for when you need to revive someone, as shown by SZABOLCS.
There we go. He was giving a little tutorial. Oh, thanks, SZABOLCS. That is all the chat's going to be happy that you showed us how to do that.
You can spin that fast.
Yes, that's the secret.
Spins.
A top player, you just got to spin faster.
Yeah, you just got to be able to rotate the pieces that fast. Oh, unfortunate placement there, but manages to fix it pretty quickly. Lishian is still very much in this. Yeah. I'm trying not to commentate curse as much as possible.
Yeah, what's interesting is Lishian is a slower player, so he's playing at 2.5 pieces per second, and SZABOLCS is playing even slower. So I wonder if SZABOLCS' approach is to always play slower than his opponent. So if he plays a top player, he'll play at like 2.5 PPS. If he plays someone at 2.5 PPS, he then goes lower at like 2 PPS. I wonder if his mental approach to Tetris is to always play slower than his opponent, so he can like establish control at that slower pace. That is quite a fascinating.
And it hasn't worked because Lishian's taken the first point.
Exactly, that didn't.
And thank you so much, Doremi, for your raid. Welcome in.
How many viewers is coming through?
Oh, just a casual 64. Doremi doesn't get that many.
Doremi,
thank you so much, Doremi.
That's awesome.
Look forward to seeing you in the finals.
Yeah, all of Doremi's viewers can see him compete in this tournament. So that's cool. That is cool. So yeah, so both players here are playing very. Oh, I think there's some lag. Was there some lag there?
Oh, it felt like there was a little bit of lag there. Not just you.
That's good. That's good. I was already having issues with Discord. If I had issues with my internet, that'd be a nightmare. So yeah, both players are playing very slow, very measured, very controlled Tetris, and that is something to note because we have just been watching, very quick players, and this game is a little bit more tepid, a little bit more slow, and that means there's more room for all spins. There's more room for creative play, and it'd be good to see how the players use the space that gets created by playing slower, because often when you play quickly you end up playing with a little bit less space, if that makes sense, just because you're making a lot of decisions very quickly, and there's not a lot of time to just think things through. So it'd be good to see if these players, how these players play with this slower pace. But it'd be really interesting to see if either player speeds up at a certain point. If they think, okay, this isn't working, I'm going to play a bit faster, because I assume both these players are capable of playing a little bit faster. Like with Lishian, he's now playing at 3.5 PPS. So clearly they're capable, but they're choosing not to. So it's that's definitely.
This feels like they're having fun with each other, and I kind of like that, especially like it just seems friendly. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised based off of watching this gameplay.
Yeah, it seems like there is a little history between.
Which is really nice.
Yeah, it's nice when you can play matches with your buddy.
Slowest feeling 150 APM of all time. Absolutely agreed. But it feels relaxed and friendly.
Yeah,
or at least it felt friendly until that. That was a lot of damage.
Yeah, that was
SZABOLCS is just trying to do quick plays seconds. That was 4 seconds without garbage.
Yeah.
I feel like challenges being given here.
I suspect SZABOLCS at a certain point is going to speed up because he's playing in a way which is a little bit, as you say, friendly. He's clearly not playing full power because these two clearly have some kind of history or some kind of previous encounter. So I suspect that if he starts losing points, he's going to up his game considerably. But we'll have to see how Lycian responds to that because
this is just quick play memes.
Yeah, it feels like both these players are not playing in the highest gear. SZABOLCS has just stacked up the eyepiece on the left, and then he's got garbage underneath, and that is very precarious. That is going to lead to his demise. When you put just as a little like Mason's top tip, Mystery's top tip. I shouldn't dox myself. Mystery's top tip is if you put an eyepiece in column 1 or column 10, be very careful not to cover a garbage hole because if you do, you need to use a lot of pieces to get through that, and you can often just lose straight after. So always be mindful of placing an eyepiece vertically on the side columns because if you do it over a garbage hole, you're going to lose very soon after.
It's just a bad time.
Yeah.
And apparently the next challenge is hit with the Culturist 2 tech anytime you like. I don't know what that means.
Culturist 2, someone call up Z2 Sam. Not heard that game.
That's what's being said. Matt has said to SZABOLCS to do Culturist 2 tech.
Interesting. We'll have to see if SZABOLCS obliges, whatever that means.
Oh, here we go. Clear a quad in the upper half of your board is the next challenge. Let's see how it goes.
So these guys are not.
You know what? This is the first time I've commentated a game like this. This is actually fascinating.
It's fascinating. Wouldn't use the word competitive.
Oh, we're at the top half of the board. Is SZABOLCS going to manage to do it?
He did.
I believe that was a quad in the top half of the board. Success.
Yeah, it was on row 11, I think. So that counts as top of the board. And Lycian, was he typing mid game then? Because he.
It looks like it. Clear a TST on the first 10th column.
Is this the warm up still? Because he's typing mid game. It doesn't feel like being taken very seriously.
This is just a meme game.
Yeah.
Not something I've ever seen in tournament, if I'm honest.
At least if someone loses this set, they can just use the excuse that we weren't taking it very seriously. That's always nice to have as an excuse.
I can be certain that this has been agreed between the two players prior to this.
Yeah.
However, that absolutely insane spike from Lycian there. Lish deserved that point 1,000,000% with that 37.
That was the best.
But yes, we do not encourage throwing, and this is not something we see frequently in tournaments. So don't learn from this.
Yeah, don't be encouraged to play mockeries of games with your friends. This is serious business.
Yes, when you're playing with your friends just in a room, go for it. When you're in a tournament, that's when you shouldn't. Even if it's still against your friends.
Exactly. There's a sanctity.
Phenomenal.
It's the sanctity of competition, right? You've got to protect it.
Yes.
Matt. So, these players are clearly capable of putting together quite ferocious spikes, so we're going to have to see if we have any more of those in this.
Yeah, a couple of horrible misdrops there from SZABOLCS. Lycian needs to take advantage of this.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I feel about when you're like cleaning up your board at the top. I notice a lot of players try and find all spins, and one half of me says, okay, it's good because it's back to back, whatever. But if you're immediately just going to break back to back to fix the board, was that all spin really worth it? It's not going to kill your opponent, and you're just
no, unless it's a T spin.
Yeah. So I think when you're at the top of the board and it's messy and you're trying to get down, I think sometimes it's best to just focus on getting down and not trying to find all spins, because you're not going to kill your opponent with that all spin, and the time you spend to actually find it, you're not down stacking, and your opponent is in a good position. So it's definitely one of those things where if you just from like a game theory perspective, it might not be so advisable.
Yeah, it may not be the meta. It looks cool though. I'm
It
down
looks
with it because
cool.
it looks cool.
It looks cool, but it doesn't really contribute to your winning chances, unfortunately.
No, it does not. That is for sure. There's still a really long point between these two players. The longest point so far in this.
SZABOLCS is right at the top. See, SZABOLCS, he's at the top, right? And and listen, I'm not being overly critical on SZABOLCS because he's a very good player, but he was at the top and he made a T-spin, but to do so, he put a S piece like over his well, and then he had to quickly recover and downstack. And whether it was better in that situation just to get down without the T-spin, I suspect it was, but clearly I don't know what I'm talking about because he's just won the point. But
well, there were a couple of nasty misses on Lish's side, so it was kind of struggling there.
Matt in chat is saying that was the exact improvement he made to make Zetrus go 500.
Oh, that's Matt's bot, I believe.
Yeah, so Matt made an improvement to his bot where I suppose it was to not go for creative all spins at the top, and then that made his bot better. So that's good proof that it is from a game theory perspective, it is worth doing, because I find when you're at the top, literally the most important thing is returning to a safe position, and often when you do all spins, like, you are actually just making your board more messy, and in that situation returning to a safe board state is like the #1 priority, not just getting little incremental back-to-backs. So yeah, that's a good little top tip for any players out there who want to improve. And if you want coaching, I charge
spikes going there from Lish.
£65 an hour. No, I'm joking. Oh, that was a joke. I don't charge £65 an hour. It's only £45.
I didn't know you actually did, so that's pretty cool.
No,
I'm not good enough for coaching.
I don't do coaching. I should, but I don't.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, people in the chat just shouting out requests for these players.
Yes. And they should not be doing them because we do not actually encourage throwing in any case.
Why don't we encourage them to play the best they can? Like, guys, let's play
the game.
Yeah, that's a good.
And now they're challenging each other.
Who let these people in the chat? That's my question.
Yeah, no, that's a very good question.
It's just like a free for all of anyone. It's just like everyone's friends come along to join.
Yes, everyone. You realise Twitch chat exists, and you should really be chatting over on Twitch.
Yeah, this is good for Twitch chat, not so much the in-game chat.
Yes, yeah, in-game chat can distract the players, so it is
and that's actually
much better to go to Twitch chat.
That's actually a very good point. In top level games, if you post in the game chat, it can actually distract the players. So it is something which is not very good etiquette. So just like
it's very, very much. Yeah, it's very warned against. In certain tournaments, you can actually get banned from the room for chatting during matches as well.
When you're in a match, you want full concentration, and if there are people chatting on the side, it can be quite distracting. So
yes, but it looks like the games have stopped and these players are playing properly now.
That's good.
So let's see how this finishes.
That's good. SZABOLCS has got a nice little lead here, so we'll have to see if he can maintain that and close this one out. But of course, sorry, Lishian. I had to remember his name then. Lishian he wants to mount his own little comeback here, so we'll have to see if he can.
Absolutely.
Bridge the gap. I've noticed that they're both playing a little bit faster. Lishian with the 4 PPS opener, that's always good to see. But I think SZABOLCS is a player who will be able to survive that opener 10 times out of 10. And then find his own.
Look at this back-to-back that's building here.
Commentators curse. SZABOLCS is really struggling to stay clean at the top there, and he has made a few questionable decisions in a row now. Oh, he's
not the optimal time to start lag spiking, apparently. The excuses are coming.
Yes, a bad workman always blames his tools, as they say.
That was a nice all clear, though.
Yes.
Second French in the top 4 would be insane. I'm not sure how I feel about this French takeover, if I'm honest, as a Brit.
It seems to be some kind of invasion, a French invasion of Europe, you know, it's like a certain war. I don't know.
God.
I don't know.
French invasion of the Tetris world. I love it. Get more of your players. We have a lot of British players. They're just not as good.
Yeah, French are actually one of the most dominant.
Also not being good.
Well, listen, there's always room to grow. You know, there's always coaching you can get for the cheap price of.
For so low price off.
Yeah, but actually, on
you have 12
the
players in the tournament this month. Oh god.
Yeah, on the topic of.
It's going to become the French cabin.
That's a good one. It should be renamed.
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, French are a very dominant country in Tetris. It's something that I've noticed. I'm not sure why they have so many good players, but the French, it's a very it's one of the top countries. You got a lot of.
I blame Dorami.
Dorami, yeah, he's obviously started a French, craze in France.
A Tetris cult.
Exactly.
I'm rolling with that. I'm going with it. Oh no.
Maybe that's too soon. Wow, we've got a huge.
And we are in a juice here.
Good luck in chat because this is very, very riveting.
We have
very
a
riveting.
juice. Are we gonna have our second French player in the top 4?
I'm fancying Lycian because of all this talk about the French. He obviously can hear us, and now he is doing it for pride of country.
Yes.
He needs to make Dorami proud. This is
absolutely
edge of your seat stuff, guys. Edge of your seat stuff. Lycian's in a great position, and SZABOLCS, I think he's letting the nerves get to him a little bit because he's at the top of his board and he's not getting down the easiest, which is always a sign that you've started your actual sort of logical thinking has started to be a bit fatigued because clearly he's not making such rational decisions. Although that is a beautiful down stack, and he waited there and managed to find a really, really nice down stack. That was good to see. But it's very, very clean at the minute. Very, very clean. SZABOLCS has got a lot of clean garbage, and Lycian is he also has quite a clean board state. So, Lycian takes the advantage.
Advantage on Lycia's side.
It's all to play for now. This is where Tetris is at its most tense because literally one mistake and the set is over.
Here we go. This is so close. Oh, and that back-to-back is already being built there on Lycia's side.
SZABOLCS has to really.
Oh, we got a 31, and we have game. We have our. You know what? I'm getting a lot of points out of that. I just want to point that out. I'm really happy that my betting
did make the prediction. Wow, if this was.
I did accurately make the prediction. What an upset!
That is.
Shout out to Chess Battle Advanced. Apparently, there we go. Well done, Lycian. That was incredible. Congratulations on making it to the top 4.
Lycian, that's an incredible achievement. That is really, really good. For someone who's never been as far as this match, to win this match is